We've got nonstop action for you guys. We've got Team J Axiom and No Limit. No Limit now in the lower bracket. This is actually elimination 1 or 2. And let's see if No Limit can fight their way back.
Camp working a rotation here towards the preferred side of the map. And he's pairing that oddball with the camo as well. So interesting to note that decision might see him toss that oddball off and push up on the map. But no, he's going to continue to hold on to it. Well, Haynes holds on to the snipe, earns the headshot. 2 go down for Team J Axiom. And No Limit looking to put together a good hold here. A hold that could actually secure round number 1 for them. Nice shot there from Haynes, but we've come to expect that from him.
Yeah, I mean, this guy, to be in the open bracket is kind of disrespectful to everybody else. Like, bro, you literally competed in the World Championship. Why are you in the open bracket?
Dude, Suspector, Bone, Envor. I mean, I feel like you could fill out a whole team of 4 from the open bracket of guys that have been in Halo World Championships. So, man, fitting that in year 4, Eli, the competition is as stiff as ever as No Limit. Take round number 1.
This looks like it might end up being a walk in the park for No Limit. I mean, they had a tough matchup against Kraken. Send them down to the lower bracket. Now going to be the shark in the waters. One of the many sharks in the waters of the lower side. But Team J Axiom look like they have some fight. I just think over time they're going to make a few more mistakes. And so far the difference that I'm seeing is their spawn awareness. Like, it doesn't feel like Team J Axiom is quite in tune with this higher level fourth player off on the opposite side of the map, forcing the triangular split spawn. And No Limit are executing that, and they're just not ready for it. Maybe they haven't played at this level quite yet.
Yeah, No Limit looked like the geometry professor dealing with J Axiom, who's the student who shows up 3 months into the semester and makes his first appearance in the classroom. Not to say that that was me.
It sounds like you.
Yeah. And not to say I know that from personal experience, but that's kind of what we're seeing here is a difference. We got the professor on one side and a student who having a little tough time in the books. But they are having a nice little bounce back showing here in round number 2, cutting the lead in half.
Yeah, I think they, no matter what, I think it's worth it to come to these events. Even if you don't place well, you're gonna grow as a player just having the experience. You know, playing against teams that have this level of experience, and then analyzing what went right, what went wrong, taking something from it, and becoming a stronger player at your next LAN. So, shout out to all the people with their first LANs here in 2025. I actually met a couple of them earlier today, and it's always brightens my day to see some new faces in the scene.
Yeah, you kind of get a little spark, that little nostalgic joy. You remember your first time. As yeah, we did get a chance to meet a team of 3 who were all competing in their first event. Told them to have fun, play together, and hit your shots, kid. As No Limit has that 37-7 advantage here. Like you said, Eli, it might just be a cakewalk to a round 2 elimination for them, and that seems to be the case. I see these guys making a couple, maybe even several rounds deep into the lower side of the bracket. No Limit is a dangerous team to face off in an elimination standpoint.
I mean, their seeding does not reflect the talent because, like we said, I don't know if these guys have even been playing that much recently. First time I've seen Bowman Haynes in a while. I don't know if they even have any off-season points. They haven't been competing, so kind of frustrating, I think, for anybody that has to run into them. Like, man,
no,
he did it before the. Oh my God!
Absolutely filthy!
That was a crazy QT play. Are you kidding me? He used the QT to dodge the melee to stay alive and then hit the shots. He's not done yet, by the way. Okay, finally taken down. But that was one of the sickest QT plays I think I've ever seen.
Premeditated murder, as Heliosic had that plan from the very beginning. My God, one of the nastiest overkills you'll see all day. Oh, and a nasty snipe here for Bohm, lining up the headshot. Probably would have gotten the double, but his teammate cleans it up instead. And this is going to be that cakewalk. You can now start to skip your way to elimination round 2. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Game number 2, because it's just game number 1 in the series. But I'm excited for this No Limit roster. I didn't see a lot of conversation about them online, but hey, man, they might just be the talk of the town here in the elimination round.
Bohm with a 20-6 performance, but that was the overkill, I think, was the one that we're going to be watching on the highlight reel for a while, especially the rest of the day. Man, I feel for anybody that ends up in the lower bracket that have to run into them.
shout out to Callus, our observer on the sticks for that first overkill that we've gotten to witness here. He wasn't going to make us wait a day. He wasn't even going to make us wait to the championship bracket or the end of the pool play festivities here. We got an overkill early, and man, no matter how many overkills we see this weekend, that might be the best one all day, all 3 days. That was nuts.
I don't think that. I think we're going to see something crazier. This is going to be some of the craziest Halo we've ever seen, period, this weekend and for the rest of this year.
50-49 overkill, or are we just going to call it? Let's just predict it, right?
There's going to be moments to somehow find a way to the victory, but you're right. The level of competition right now is so insane that these teams are understanding how to play Slayer, and it doesn't mean go, go, go all the time unless you have a strong edge over your opponent.
Got to know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to smash down on the gas, and when to hold the E-brake. It's one of the critical qualities that we've noticed in some of the top competitors here in HCS competition. As No Limit starts out this Game 2 Slayer with a 4-1 lead, the camo, and the shock.
Okay, yeah, this already has the makings of a Steaktacular, if you ask me. I mean, they've already got the entire map. They're pushing confidently. This is going to be a clean squad wipe, and then they're just going to rotate to continue slaying out. Helisic going to play confidently here with the shock rifle. Ooh, look at this picture-in-picture. That you can see Haynes with the hoodie on and the green headphones in the back. This is either Helisic.
That's Helisic in front.
Yeah. And I'm not sure about this gentleman in the green and black cap. Once we get the more names here, we'll see. But on the other side, Team J Axiom looking smooth as well. Look at that beard.
I'm going to quickly interrupt you guys because we have Mental joining us here on the LVT couch after that win against Luminosity. Welcome.
Yeah, right,
Mike.
There you go, you got it. You're a natural. We've had you on the couch a few times now.
Yeah.
I feel like you're figuring this out.
Yeah.
Welcome. It's so great to have you here, and congrats on your first pool win against Luminosity.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm very excited for the first event, especially the new team. They're a lot of fun to play with, so it's been a good time.
Move your mic a little bit closer for us.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, cool. Yeah, it was really fun. I was kind of circling this matchup as a potential Game 5 barn burner, go the distance. Did you guys, I'm sure you didn't take LG lightly. They're a very strong squad, but did you guys specifically study in these game modes to prepare against LG?
Yeah, we did. We did a lot of VOD yesterday. Sparty brought a whole setup and stuff, so we yeah, in our hotel room. So yeah, we did a lot of VOD. We watched a lot of their scrims, dissected like all their breaks and all that. So
Love that.
We don't take them lightly at all.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like it was very obvious from our perspective that you guys had a plan in place for a lot of those. I noticed you guys were getting a lot of camos as well. You specifically were picking up camo quite a bit. Is that kind of your role on this squad? Are you typically the guy that's going to go out of your way to get the power-ups?
I try to be. I think it's something we can work on as a team, as a whole. But it was definitely something that was calmed a lot going into this match is power-ups. We actually lost a lot the first map, and we still barely won that map. Other than that, I think every other map we got most of them. But yeah, it's very important, especially this level.
Yeah, talk about that game one. You guys were down by, I want to say, 60 points at one point. And
80 to 100.
80?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah, you started off really slow. What's it like in those moments? Is it just the way the game goes? Like, sometimes they win the opening break, they start to spawn control. Like, how do you come out of that moment?
A lot of it is just, I guess, trying not to stagger our deaths and stuff like that. Having one good push, and then once you have control, and I feel like in a live fire stronghold, it's really hard to get out of a blender as the opposing team. So with that, and on top of we're slaying a lot, we get more power-up snipes. I think Sparty had a couple really good snipes that was huge for us, and then just having some clutch key moments to get out of those.
Your team composition really intrigues me, Billy, in that we talked about this earlier on the pre-show. You would assume that the most trophies and rings would go to maybe some of the big four, like the Optic, the Rebellions, the SSG, or FaZe. But I believe the most winningest team under the roof here in Arlington is Complexity, in the sense that you guys have had multiple LAN championships in Gears of War. Talk to me about how you're able to transfer some of that success into a new title like Halo.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like I said, I have a lot of good teammates right now, very experienced on lane especially. So I think that's one thing that helps us a lot is when it comes down to the big moments, and I think we have a very clutch team. So when we get into those I guess top 4 teams playing them, top 6 even. Like everyone's really good right now. It's going to come down to a lot of clutch key factors, and that's going to be something that we're pretty good at so far, especially with snipes, camo, stuff like that. So I'm super, I don't know, like we played that map really well, or that match. So I'm excited for the rest of the season.
It sounds like you guys have worked really hard, and it is showing. I mean, you got your first pool win against Luminosity, but they're not the only team in this pool. We have Space Station Gaming also. I'm assuming you guys have prepared, but what are your goals here in pool, your desires, if you were able to make them?
So yeah, like I said, we take nobody lightly. SSG is obviously one of the best teams. I thought, Luminosity like 5th seed, so they're really good as well. We really want to win this pool. We're probably gonna head back here soon, watch some VOD, watch some of their old scrims, stuff like that, get their tendencies down. And yeah, we expect a really good match with them. I don't really know the maps off the top of my head, but I think it's a pretty good map pool for us.
Last year, you were on Shopify Rebellion. What's been the scene change like for you? Sometimes all players need is a change of scenery, right, for whatever reason. And for you now, you get to link up with your coach, Ashes, right? You guys, some of that success I was alluding to was with him coaching you in Gears of War.
Yeah.
What's the scene change been like from Shopify to Complexity, and what's it been like to be back with Ashes?
Yeah, it's super cool to be with Ashes. Like, I never expected that, especially like after quitting Gears. All my teammates super cool. We all get along really well like brothers, so it's been super fun to play with them. I mean, I was kind of like that on Shopify last year as well. We had a good team, cool people, so nothing really changed in terms of vibes. There's really good vibes around here as well, so it's really cool to just not like go to a different team and have to restart all that and get to know a lot of people.
So you got to pick up where you left off in a sense, and then almost got a buff from relinking up with Ashes. I imagine you guys have more rapport, and you guys probably have that hive mind where you know what he's thinking and vice versa.
Yeah, he's a really good coach. Even in Gears, obviously, he was a great coach, and he knows a lot about this game. He surprised me a lot. Like, he steps it up a lot when we need somebody to like come in and calm, or we need to regroup, or like scrims are going bad. He's done a really good job.
Just want to shout out No Limit did end up winning that with the Steaktacular, and they will continue on in the elimination round.